Okay, sir.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Up to last period, we were talking about agglutination reaction, and we have completed precipitation reaction. Also, we have talked about Coombs test, which is an example of agglutination reaction. Okay, hope that there are no questions. If there are any questions, we can talk about that first, and then we will go to complement fixation test. Are there any queries or question regarding agglutination reaction or precipitation reaction, or whatever the point till that we have completed? If there are any queries or questions regarding that, we will be discussing that first, and then we will go for complement fixation. Shall we move?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Today we are supposed to discuss complement fixation test. If you remember, we have talked about complement system. Do you remember complement systems? I have stated that complement system plays a very important role in immunological reactions, or it is a part and parcel of the immune system which is involved in elimination of the influence of antigen from the host. There we have talked about different components of complement and different pathways of complement. Also, we have discussed the role of complement. Hope you remember that, at least something about that. If not, at least you should be remembering the three different pathways what are there for fixation of complement or activation of complement. Can anybody tell me the names of three pathways? What are they? Quick. Three pathways of complement activation. Anybody?
सर ते क्लासिकल पाथवे तेच का?
हाँ, तेच. तीन बघितले ना आपण, तीन pathways. What are they?
Classical pathway, MB-lectin pathway, and alternative pathway.
Very good. Very good. These are the three pathways: classical complement fixation pathway, alternate complement fixation pathway, and lectin complement fixation pathway, right? So these are the three types of complement fixation pathway. In this complement fixation pathway, ultimate result is that when we talk about complement fixation test, the complement fixation test includes the complement. So complement, as we have already talked about the fact that complement takes part in many immunological reactions, and this complement is being absorbed during the combination of antigens with their respective antibodies. If you remember the classical complement fixation pathway, we have stated that the stimulus for activation of complement fixation pathway is antigen antibody complex, right? In complement fixation pathway, again here, or complement fixation test, here also antigen antibody complex formation is essential. In presence of appropriate antigen antibody complex, the complement lyses or can lyse erythrocytes. Now, these are the immunological reactions which are because of complement, right? These are because of complement. So what complement can do, in presence of appropriate, you can say, antibodies, means when antigen antibody complex is formed, what it can do? It can cause lysis of the erythrocytes, it can kill the antigens, it can kill the antigens. In some cases, it can lyse the bacteria also. Otherwise, it can result into immobilization of the motile pathogenic organisms. It can promote phagocytosis. Can anybody tell me how phagocytosis is promoted? How phagocytosis is promoted? We have already discussed this. In complement fixation test, the minor part of the complement protein which is released into circulation, that is more prominently playing this role. How phagocytosis is being promoted? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me how it can promote phagocytosis? Have you heard about opsonization? Do you remember we have talked about opsonization? So that opsonization, if you are not able to recollect, please refer to your notes, क्लास नोट्स जो भी आपने लिए होंगे, क्योंकि मैंने बताया हुआ है ये सब. So it promotes phagocytosis and mostly it is by opsonization. It results into immune adherence, maybe, not always, and contribute to the tissue damage in certain reactions which are called as hypersensitivity reaction or allergic reaction. So this is the way how we can say complement fixation test or complement as such is complementing the immune response, and therefore these are called as complement, right? Now basically when you talk about complement fixation test or complement fixation reaction, which is again is a serological reaction, this complement fixation test, when we talk about it, this in this test, in complement fixation test, the ability of antigen antibody complex to fix complement is made use in this complement fixation reaction or complement fixation test. So what is considered here in complement fixation test, or you can say that what is the principle behind complement fixation test, or what is the principle of complement fixation test? If it is asked, then you can say the principle of the complement fixation test lies in the fact that the ability of antigen antibody complex to fix complement is made use in complement fixation test. तो यहां आपके दिमाग में एक बात एकदम क्लियर होनी चाहिए कि जब भी कॉम्प्लीमेंट फिक्सेशन टेस्ट की बात आएगी, तो इट इज वेरी इसेंशियल टू नोट दैट कॉम्प्लीमेंट, आपको पता है एंटीजन यू नो, एंटीबॉडी यू नो, कॉम्प्लीमेंट यू नो, ऑल these reactants are there in circulation. All the reactants are there in circulation. So for complement fixation test, you need to have a complex of antigen antibody, and if this complex is there, it can absorb or utilize or fix, any word can be complement. Means if in a reaction mixture there is antigen and antibody and they are forming a complex, this complex has an ability to utilize, adsorb or fix the complement, and whether this complement is fixed or not, for its detection there is the involvement of indicator system. That we will be talking a bit later. So keep this thing in mind, that the most important thing in complement fixation test is there, that a antigen antibody complex should be formed. Then only antigen antibody complex is able to utilize or fix the complement, otherwise not. Right? Now this complement fixation test is a versatile test, rather you can say, and is a very sensitive test which is applicable with different types of antigen and antibodies. Means, unlike precipitation or agglutination reaction, there is no restriction on the physical state of antigen or the type of antibody. Any type of antigen may be soluble or particulate, or any type of antibody may be immunoglobulin G, immunoglobulin M, A, or anything else. If it is participating in the reaction and forming an antigen antibody complex, that can be detected by complement fixation test. So this is therefore it is called as versatile test. Means there are no restriction. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल अग्लूटिनेशन रिएक्शन अगर है तो अपना रिस्ट्रिक्शन क्या है कि एंटीजन आपको पार्टिकुलेट चाहिए. अगर प्रेसिपिटेशन रिएक्शन है तो रिस्ट्रिक्शन क्या है कि एंटीजन आपको सोल्यूबल चाहिए. यहां वैसी कोई जरूरत नहीं है. एनी वेदर द एंटीजन इज पार्टिकुलेट और soluble doesn't matter, it will be equally sensitive, or complement fixation test will be equally sensitive for detection of antigen as well as antibodies, provided that these antigen antibodies are complementary to one another, and then only they can be utilized in complement fixation test. So therefore this test is considered as a highly versatile test and is highly sensitive also for detection of both antigen and antibody. See, precipitation reaction, we have stated that it is highly sensitive for detection of antigen. Agglutination reaction is highly sensitive for detection of antibody. But complement fixation test is equally sensitive for detection of antigen as well as antibody. As little as 0.04 microgram of antibody and 0.1 milligram of antigen can be easily detected by complement fixation test. Can be easily detected by complement fixation test. So it is not microgram, it is milligram. It is 0.04 milligram and 0.1 milligram of antigen and antibody respectively can be detected by this complement fixation test. Right? Complement fixation test or procedure, as you can say, यहां तक के समझ में आया?
हाँ
हाँ. Complement fixation test is a complex procedure consisting of 2 steps and 5 reagents. It is a complex procedure consisting of 2 steps and there is involvement of 5 reagents. अभी तक के अपन ने क्या देखा? Antigen antibody reactions में, whether it is agglutination, precipitation or whatever type it is, we require 2 reagents. One is antigen, another is antibody, right? In presence of electrolyte at ambient temperature and pH, you will get the observable reaction. Here, it is a 2-step process and there are 5 reagents involved in. Now, what these 5 reagents are? They are very important. You should know all these 5 reagents. These 5 reagents are antigen, antibody. The first reagent is antigen. The second is antibody. The third one is complement. The third reagent is complement. The fourth reagent is sheep's RBC or erythrocyte of sheep, and fifth reagent is amboceptor. It is called as amboceptor. What is amboceptor? It is the antibodies against sheep erythrocytes which are developed in rabbit. ये ध्यान, ये समझ लेना बहुत जरूरी है. पहले चीज क्या लगेगी आपको? You will require antigen, and mostly this antigen is standard. जैसे मैंने पहले भी बताया आपको, जब आप सीरोलॉजिकल रिएक्शंस करते हो तो सीरोलॉजिकल रिएक्शंस में वन ऑफ द reactant should be standard. If you are interested in detecting antigen, antibody should be standard. If you are interested in detecting antibody, antigen should be standard. दोनों में से एक जो reagent है वो standard होना चाहिए, right? Means known होना चाहिए. It should be known, right? दोनों unknown के साथ आप reaction नहीं carry कर सकते, right? So first reagent is antigen, second is antibody, third is complement, fourth is sheep RBCs of sheep, and fourth is antibodies against sheep. Now basically the two steps whatever are carried out, among these two steps this is antigen antibody complex, standard antigen antibody complex, which is known because sheep erythrocyte, that is RBC, when will be injected into rabbit, sheep erythrocyte is antigen and accordingly it will form antibody, and so it is a standard antigen antibody complex, you can say, and therefore in particular this test, this complex of sheep erythrocytes with that of the rabbit antibody towards sheep erythrocyte is called as indicator system, or it is many of the time also referred as hemolytic system. It is called as indicator system or hemolytic system. Why it is called as indicator system? Because this addition of this complex will indicate whether in the first step your complement is free or is being utilized. And why hemolytic? Because depending upon the result of the first step, it will be decided or it will influence the second step whether it will cause hemolysis of the sheep erythrocytes or not, right? And therefore it is called as either indicator system or hemolytic system. Hope you are getting me. Are you
Yes,
able
sir.
to understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this, up to this it is okay that there are, this complement fixation test is two-step reaction and including 5 reagents. These 5 reagents are antigen, antibody, complement, sheep erythrocytes, and rabbit antibody towards these sheep erythrocytes. It is referred as amboceptor. Now before you start the reaction in vitro, it is essential that each of this reagent which is to be utilized in the complement fixation test needs to be standardized. So before going to standardization, let us talk about the first step. What is the first step? What is the procedure, I mean to say? The first step is the antigen, whatever, as I stated, the antigen may be soluble or particulate. this should be standard. So standard antigen may be soluble or particulate. The anti-serum, whatever, here you will be using serum. This is the first step. So antigen is a standard. You are allowing it to react with serum at ambient temperature, normally 37 degrees centigrade. Okay. And for optimum period of time, that period of time for the first step is around 1 hour. And you are supposed to see the result. You will not be able to see any result here. Whether, and in this, again, you are supposed to add कॉम्प्लीमेंट, राइट. पहली स्टेप जो है, जैसे मैंने कहा कि कॉम्प्लीमेंट फिक्सेशन रिएक्शन, ये 2 स्टेप की प्रोसीजर है. तो पहले स्टेप में क्या किया जाएगा, एंटीजन विल बी अलाउड टू रिएक्ट विथ सीरम इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ कॉम्प्लीमेंट. 1 घंटे के लिए रिएक्ट किया जाएगा. और फिर दूसरा स्टेप, राइट. दूसरे स्टेप में क्या, इंडिकेटर सिस्टम ऐड करेंगे. What is indicator system? Indicator system is this: cheap erythrocyte and the amboceptor, and you will see the observable result. यहाँ आपको observable result मिलेगा. यहाँ incubation period 30 minutes का है. 30 minutes incubation period, right? So these are the 2 steps, right? That I will again talk in details about that. Okay? यहाँ तक के समझ में आया? Now, what these 5 reagents you have before you start the reaction, it is essential that all these 5 reagents needs to be standardized. It needs to be standardized. Now, how standardization is to be done? So for example, antigen, if you talk about as the first reagent, if you are considering antigen as a first reagent, as I stated, antigen, say for example, here in this case, antigen is your standard antigen, right? As I stated, it may be soluble or particulate, doesn't matter. So you will be using a standard antigen. Then coming to the serum or anti-serum. Now whatever anti-serum which will be used as a source of antibody. Now anti-serum will be used as a source of antibody. What you have to see, that this anti-serum which you will be using for complement fixation test needs to be inactivated. It needs to be inactivated. How it is inactivated? By heating the serum sample at 56 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. Inactivation or standardization of this serum, which is to be used as a source of antibody in complement fixation test, needs to be inactivated. How it is inactivated? By heating it at 56 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. Now what will happen in this process? During this heating, the complement which is present along with the serum normally, because every individual will have complement in circulation, so that should be destroyed. That will be destroyed or inactivated. So heating of the serum at 56 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes will destroy any complement activity associated with the serum, which may otherwise interfere during the complement fixation test. Not only that, this heating will also remove non-specific inhibitors of the complement, which sometimes may be present and may interfere in the actual reaction. So 2 things are happening here. When you are heating the serum at 56 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes, it will destroy the complement activity associated with the serum. Now you are very much sure that complement is not associated or not present in the serum. Second thing, this heating will also inhibit or will also destroy the non-specific inhibitors of complement, which may otherwise interfere if they are not removed. So they are removed here. So now you are very sure after heating the serum at 56 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes, you are very much sure about the fact that serum is now not containing any complement, or it is not even containing any inhibitors of the complement, right? This is the second reagent which you have to standardize. Now the third reagent is the complement. Complement, as I have stated earlier also, that complement is a heat labile protein. It is a heat labile protein and very unstable. It is very unstable, and therefore normally the complement which is being used in complement fixation test, the source of this complement is mostly guinea pig serum. It is guinea pig serum. The source of complement is guinea pig serum, and because